Hello YouTube. Today I got another EVE Online video for you guys today, and I recently made a video about 5 skill training tips, and one thing that led me to start thinking about is how to pick the skills specifically that you want to train and why to train those skills. So one thing that happens a lot in EVE Online is you're given a fit or a ship that you want to fly, and you don't know where to start with the skills required to fly it. So here I have my Hulk pilot, and we are going to make an example of a Hulk pilot cross-training into an Ishtar and building a skill plan for that. This character has Exumer's 5 target navigation, prediction, sentry drone interfacing, and rapid launch in its Q. This Q is not aimed at a specific fit, it's aimed at generally improving my drone skills and working towards incursion stuff. So it's not really aimed right now, and we're going to kind of build a skill queue together in order to have it properly fly this Ishtar, which it already has a handful of skills required for it. I actually have a character that's probably a little bit better for this particular video. But he's already got a lot of support skills in his queue, and I don't want to mess up his queue because I've built it. But anyways, we'll kind of look at it on both of these characters. I selected this one here. So the first thing you're going to do when you get a fit, of course, is you're going to simulate it. And my cat is going to walk against the screen because she sees that I'm talking and is deciding that she wants to get petted. So we're just going to go ahead and hit the simulate button. This will have us get a few icons. We'll get a red one. We'll see that we can't fit CPU or power grid. Like, we can't make this fit work. However, on a higher skill point pilot, this is the exact same fit. It actually works with a little bit of CPU remaining, and it actually works out. But they are the exact same fit. So the first thing that we're going to look at is this little yellow icon, and we're going to look at the skills, and it looks like energy grid upgrades 5 is required for it. I believe this is to fly the assault cruiser, because assault cruiser is a skill here. But the first thing you would do is you would click buy and train here, and it'll give you a list of skills that you are required to fly the fit as is. So you would first buy and inject those, and then that will buy the skill points and then add them to your queue automatically. So now this character is developing the skills required to use all the modules on the fit. It may not be able to do the CPU and power grid, and if we don't know ways to improve CPU and power grid and make it better, we can right click on the modules, show info, and then view the requirements and look at these requirements and see if any of these requirements have reductions in CPU or power grid usage that we would be able to utilize in order to make the fitting fit. So we can go through each module and find the reductions that way. And the other thing that you can do is modify the fit a little bit for your skills as they sit. So if you're missing skills required to use a module, say you don't know how to use the Tech 2 module, you can show info and look at the variations and find a Type D or Mark 1, for example, for this one. And you can see the different metas to this fit to maybe do something that requires a little bit less skills. You can modify the fit in a little bit that way. However, you will be making some kind of compromise in the fitting in order to make it work for you. And sometimes that compromise is acceptable and sometimes it is not. And it depends on the situation. And that is up to you to determine as a capsuleer. But that's really it. The other thing that you wanted to make sure is that when you're training for a fit to work, that you do, like I said, get your Magic 14, so you have the capacitor that you're going to require to run the fit. For example, this one is not cap stable with these skills, but if I go over to a character that has the skills, it is cap stable. And that is probably due to this character not having the Magic 14 done. Again, we'll go into the skill queue. We can look at engineering, and we will quickly probably find that he does not have all the capacitor skills. I think, does he have all the capacitor skills? Power grid management 4, capacitor emissions is transfer rate, capacitor management is only 4. So he's missing 5% cap regen. And then I bet you in shields, he's also missing a very important skill for this fit, which is on the required tabs. It's actually not on the required tabs, but for the extra large shield booster, there's a skill, and it pays to kind of look at these skills and figure out what's up. But in the shield tab, we also, if I can find shields while I'm talking, shields, there is a skill called shield emission systems, and shield, or no, not shield emission systems, it's shield. It's shield compensation. So shield compensation is a 2% less capacitor need for shield boosters per skill level, which means that if this is train 5, it will reduce the capacitor usage by this module by 2%, and this is the big consumer of cap on this build. So that's a way to do that. The other thing is to make sure that you see which skills are affected to your damage, and you can show info here, look at the attributes, and you can hover over these attributes when you show info on attributes. This also works for guns. When you hover over guns and their stats, you can find the support skills in these highlighted red or yellow things, and see what skills are actually affecting these, and you can actually then go find them in your skill queue and train them as well. So if you have if you want to make sure that all your skills are done to make the stat or whatever that is important to you maxed, you can go ahead and add those skills to your queue. And again, I can show you on a gunship here. Let me open up fits and holes and fits. Let's go ahead. I can't show that fit. That's a alliance fit. But if we go here and I pick up a battleship, I'm sure that I have something laying around that is perfect. Nightmare, Armor Nightmare Bling. But we can go ahead and put some charges in this bad boy. Go ahead and throw conflagration here. Hit the little icon. And that icon's not that, because that's the ammo info. But if we show info on the turrets and click attributes, we can see the same thing. It'll tell us which skills affect said statistics, and we can find these skills to add and improve our ship in various ways. Again, we can do the same thing here. I believe for here we can find activation cost is affected by this skill here. Heat damage is affected by thermodynamics. Normally nightmares have a prop mod. This one does not. I believe Torpy McTorpface does. So we can. Nope, I want to load this fit here. I'll simulate this guy. But again, on torpedoes, you can do the same thing. You can hit the info, and you can see the skills that affect it. And then in the ammo, you'd see the application for torpedoes. Prop mod, you can show info and you can see what skills affect various stats. And this is a good way to just kind of go through stats, and things that are highlighted have skills or fitting modules that affect them. And you can quickly learn about various skills that affect things. I'm surprised it's not there on the ballistics control, but there's a skill that makes the ballistics controls use less CPU. Do we have heat damage, thermodynamics? These should be highlighted too, unfortunately. CCP, please do the thing. But that is how I recommend, as a newer player, you go ahead and find the skills that you want to train so that you can effectively fly your ships. And all these skills, they take time, and it's something that you will take some time to do. And it is also important, very important, to ask the friends around you what is important if you do not know yourself. So make sure to keep on bringing each other up, flying fun and EVE Online, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, anyways, that's a good one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below what you think of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.